Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been gaming and hanging out with your friends and you wish that you could have recorded the things you did? Whether it was to try and make YouTube videos or just preserve them as memories, many people have wondered or even wished they did. Now, I'm sure some of you are glad you didn't do that because you and your friends say crazy stuff together that if it ever got leaked, you would probably be standing trial judged by a jury of your peers. But then there were those who were brave enough or just didn't care about the potential risk with doing so. And that was basically the story of why I created my YouTube channel. Now, I was a chronically online teenager with a lot of time on my hands, and how I spent most of that time was by playing Xbox with my online friends, especially during the summertime when it was basically all that I did. But then one summer in 2018, after my first year in high school, became a time that I look back on with such nostalgia and fondness. We had a Minecraft world we played for the entire summer, the time we did an all-nighter waiting for the release of Fortnite Season 5, and playing strange games on Roblox. And after that summer ended, after all the fun things that we did, I couldn't help but miss it. Like, I wish I could have captured or preserved it somehow. But one thing I always had a passion for was video making and YouTube. I liked the idea that a person could create their own content without the need of a big studio or crew. And I experimented with different kinds of content creation, from stop motion animation to even skits. But to be honest, I never really found a way to do it where I was satisfied with my finished product. But then one day I learned that one of my close online friends, Tommy, had a YouTube channel of his own that he made gaming videos on. And I remember watching his videos and enjoying his edits that it just clicked for me. I realized I could try and do something like that as well. So that Christmas, I ended up getting my Elgato to record my Xbox gameplay. From there, Tommy taught me how to set up and fix things on the recording software, and then I finally created my channel that you're seeing now. But one thing we planned too were the videos we were going to make. So we eventually came up with the first series on my channel called Console Bound. That was basically my friends and I playing on a Minecraft realm together. And since we played Xbox, we thought Console Bound would be a catchy name. And while it was a great idea, I'll admit with me still being new to recording and editing, it was too ambitious for me to really pull off correctly. So I eventually just moved on to making videos playing different games that we liked. And from there, I really started to love doing YouTube. I enjoyed recording with my friends, and the editing process of going through all the footage and adding different effects to make the videos the best they could be was a lot of fun. At one point, I was even able to pump out a video once a week for like a month. It was like I finally got to make the kind of YouTube videos that I always wanted to and be proud of. And thanks to my friends with their suggestions, as well as getting a lot of practice in, I like to think my videos from then to now have gotten a lot better since then. I was happy to have finally found my video passion and got to see it through. But then one day something would happen that was worse than anything else I could compare to. My friend Tommy was gone. After a freak accident, he would unexpectedly pass away, and it devastated me and my friends. It broke me down to such a low and dark place in my life that at the time, I didn't feel like I was going to get out of. I mean, I've lost people before, but for him to be so young, and that I'd never be able to get a chance to meet him one day in person, along with all the other things that we could have done, was just unfair. Even trying to make videos was hard, because every time I sat at my editing software, it would remind me that I couldn't even go to him anymore for advice, or even ever record with him again. But after some time passed, I eventually crawled out a little from my depressive state, and I remembered something. One thing that I had was the last video I ever recorded with him, along with all of our closest friends, a week before he passed. Although it was very strange for me to watch knowing that context, at the same time, getting to see us all together for what we didn't know would be for the last time was something that gave me so much peace and happiness. In fact, looking back at all the videos, behind all the flashy subtitles and editing, I got to see me and my friends make memories together, playing games, laughing, and enjoying our time online. And I'm so glad I got to capture this time in our lives that I know we won't ever be able to go back to. So overall, I feel like my channel succeeded in capturing and preserving this time by making the videos that I did. And I'm thankful to my friends for helping me make my channel what it is. And I'm thankful to Tommy, who was such a good friend, and from helping me with problems with my Elgato to editing tips, he helped me a lot with this YouTube channel. The truth is, you can never truly spend enough time with a person and ever feel like you had enough, which is why you're grateful for the time that we do get to have. And now here I am. I'm 21 years old, and the channel is 5 years old and approaching 500 subscribers, which still blows my mind to this day, considering I wasn't even sure if I would get as far as 100. Now, I don't know where the channel will go in the future when it comes to that, but if there's one thing I know is that I feel like I can finally let go. The truth is, I have been debating on letting my channel go because for the longest time, making videos, I'll admit, hasn't felt the same. Like every time I make a new video, it almost feels like I'm still trying to hold on to a nostalgic feeling in time I once had that is just not there anymore. And I think it's hindered me from growing and making videos I enjoy. Don't get the wrong idea, I enjoy the videos that I've made, but I feel like I've pushed myself into a mindset that I couldn't make anything else for the sake of holding on to that feeling. So I've realized the truth is that I need to evolve myself and start seeing my videos in a different way. Not only as something for me, but as entertainment for you, my audience. I have already successfully captured my childhood with the videos I've made before, so now I feel like I can move on to making content that I can enjoy without feeling like I'm clinging to the past. And I think with this change in mindset, the content going forward will reflect that. So what was the point of this video, and all of this? Well, I could say it was to say I've broken the strain on myself, that I can finally let go of the past and move on not only as a content creator, but as a person. But as well, it was to honor my friends who got me into video making and allowed me to capture this time in our lives. And thanks to their help and suggestions, really helped me along the way to make my videos the best they could be. But it was most of all to honor my friend Tommy, who from the first video to now, I have always seen as an inspiration that got me to find something that I love to do. So with that, thank you to those who've watched, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you're excited for the future of the channel, please subscribe. But also thank you to my friends, and thank you to Tommy for everything. I am forever grateful to have had a friend like you, and you are forever missed.